Hey everybody, this is our final episode of the Ashter Campaign, episode 20. I want to give a big shout out to Dwight for playing us through. We were all a bunch of noobs to Dungeons and Dragons, and now after over 6 months, let's see, about 8 months or I think 9 months of playing through this 20 episode campaign, we have finally arrived at the end. I feel like we've all learned a bunch and we've had a blast. So stay tuned and listen up. This is the conclusion of our Ashter Campaign.
Coming from both the symbol and Proud's backpack. When the flash is over, Proud is not there. And from further in the cavern, a voice from ahead is shouting, echoing, "Who enters my chambers unannounced?" And that's where we are.
It was Philip. He has your dragon egg.
I'm not gonna say anything.
We'll turn him over. We'll turn him over.
Philip, you can start to see a little bit through the cracks there. It's a little dim, but you can start to see that it's widening into a much larger chamber in front of you.
I'm gonna carefully take a couple steps forward. And immediately die. Okay, can I see anything more from here, or do I have to step in?
Not much. Forward? You'll have to almost enter to get to see much more. Especially since you're human.
Move.
It's not pitch black,
Here.
But it is dim. Everybody else, show me where you're moving as well. Thank you.
As I step up, I'm putting down my dragon egg and my backpack, and I'm tucking it into the side of the wall.
Excellent.
Nice.
From there, you can just about see the entire chamber. Just a moment. This is going to take me a minute to set up.
So what do we think the symbol triggered on the wands? You think anything would have happened if we would have went one at a time with the wands?
Who are you asking? I'm not there.
Oh, no, I'm asking the party.
4 stone columns appear to support the ceiling of this massive chamber. At the southwest corner is a huge raised dais of stone. Upon it are 2 burning fires of stone and a massive throne. To the south are 2 more columns, the space between them blocked by enormous hanging black curtains. Upon the throne sits the Lord of Three. Standing before him on the cavern are, actually it's 3 large orcs and the largest hobgoblin you have ever seen.
Boy. Have they seen us yet?
This is who is sitting on the throne.
So what
oh yeah, they're all looking right in your direction. Oh, they've seen you. The Lord of Three throws his head back and laughs. So the prey seek the hunter. He looks at the hobgoblin. You wish to be king of all the orcs? Slay these intruders and bring me all their things. Hold nothing back or you will face my wrath. Kill them and you will have what you wish. As the enormous hobgoblin and orcs turn to attack you, the Lord of Three stands up and strides south and passes the curtains. It's time to roll initiative.
Okay. Solid 11.
More Riz. You're moving first.
I'm going to start with Fireball.
Excellent. Right over Philip's shoulders. You can do that.
I'm just quickly reading up on how I'm going to cast it. Okay, so it's a saving throw and then it's damage.
Right. So first you're going to roll there. You're going to target all 4 of them. And then roll their saves.
I'm just going to double check after last week. I do have all 4 selected, right?
Are these orcs not numbered properly? Yes, you do. These orcs are not numbered properly. That's my error. Sorry. Hold it. I know what the problem is. Okay. Wow, 1 failed and the rest of the 3 succeeded. Just a moment. I know what the problem is with the orcs. Oh, I just identified them properly. They'll have names.
Alright, in my turn there.
Moment. Do they all have names now?
Yeah.
Sarth, Moke. Okay, there we go. That'll make it easier. All right, you've wounded them. All right. And it's Sarth's turn. Moves to here, but that's as far as he gets. Rolling. Darn it, the doorbell. I'll be right back.
Target myself and cast Hunter's Mark. Oh crap. Is it already on me? Like I have it on me twice now. I'll have to remove that.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey Dwight, I accidentally put Hunter's Mark on me myself twice. I don't know if you can remove one of those.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Fixed.
Alright, targeting Seraph.
You have yourself targeted.
Okay. I'm targeting myself.
There you go. Well, there's an easy shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the -5 to do whatever that special thing's called. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
I'm trying
Depends
to find
on their armor class whether that's a good idea or not.
what in the heck. Where is that spell?
They are wearing chain shirts.
You're basically telling me not to do it. I'm gonna listen. So
No,
okay.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna shoot him with a regular shot. That's what I said.
Yeah, there isn't that spell. There's
You gave me the effect. I just don't see it for some reason. I'll look for it in a second. It's okay. I am attacking normal.
Okay.
And with that roll, it wouldn't have mattered either way.
Missed.
Second attack.
Second attack. Missed
Wow,
again.
even with the 15. This is starting out great, guys.
Pandora.
Pandora, it's been fine knowing you. She's gonna flank for you,
She
Phil.
jumps to the far side. Now, normally I would do a strength check here, but Pandora has enough movement to go around him, so that will work.
We need a trip right now. Ooh, not bad.
That's a hit. Adjust everybody's position, put everybody on full squares. Heavy damage. Did you give Pandora the +2 because it was opposite?
I did not, but I hit anyway, so we won't worry about it, right?
That's okay.
I honestly didn't think Phil was up close enough.
Let me fix these guys. All right.
He moved everyone to like an actual square because we were on half like the little lines between them.
See that? Awesome.
Yeah.
Bog moves to here and attacks Philip with a great axe.
That's nice.
Misses him.
Oh my god. Whew. 21's a miss. That's pretty
Philip.
sweet.
I'm gonna just go ahead and attack with my long sword. Yeah. Okay. Please don't roll terribly.
Nice.
That was a hit.
Yep. I'm so glad I have a +10.
Full damage killed him.
All right.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and then target them.
All
and
right.
Do my second.
That's a hit again. You heavy damage after
Good,
that fireball. Realize these have all been warmed up for you.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Big orc. And attacks Pandora with a great axe, a great sword. Hit. Heavy damage. Hobgoblin. Moves to here. It's holding. Proud is not with us. Lord Riz.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna cast Scorching.
Scorching Ray. So target them one at a time. Do yourself a huge favor. That way you can change your mind. If you miss, you might want to hit that one again. It's up to you. Miss twice. Hit. There you go. Hit him good for 8. All right, Roland.
Targeting the guy in front of me here. Right. Hey, he's dead. All right.
Killed him. Took him out. Yeah, the sound is messing up. I can't.
Second one, we're going to target the guy in the back.
Excellent. Hit again.
I'm good
This is
tonight,
making
guys.
up for what you were doing before. Heavy
Right.
damage.
All right.
Pandora.
Come around. Bill can flank if he wants. Oops, sorry. I meant to be right in front of him.
It's okay. I know what you meant.
Oh. 15.
All right, Philip.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and move up so that I can flank.
That'll give you a +2.
Yep. Okay.
Missed,
Oh,
I'm afraid. Wait a minute. You didn't target him. Just a minute. A 19.
Yeah.
Just a moment. A 19.
The
would be
Ridge
a
Wallet
hit.
for real is my type of
Go ahead
wallet.
and go straight to damage.
Okay.
Maximum damage.
Oh yeah, absolute max.
Second attack. Hit again.
Hit again, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Divine
Smite.
Smite.
So put Divine
level-
Smite on yourself. Oh, at what level?
Just level 1.
Okay. So go ahead and drag the effect of Divine Smite onto yourself, and now roll your damage.
All right.
Just regular damage, and that'll. Oop, that took him
Nice.
out.
Okay, there's my turn.
Excellent.
He's dead. And the Hobgoblin. Great sword attack on Philip.
Oh.
Critical. Wounded
Okay.
him. Second attack.
Oh no!
Great sword attacks. Number 2 missed. Lord
So
Riz.
I'd just like to say now, if I die today, it's been great playing with you guys.
I mean, now's the time to die, right? It's the last session.
Yeah, last session.
All right, Riz.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. That's a hit. 4 damage. Rolling.
All right.
You're going to have to move if you're going to fire.
All right, we've got a clear shot there. Is good.
Yep, that will do it. That's a hit. Proud, did you read what I wrote to you in Discord? If you didn't, you should. Okay. Missed. Pandora.
All right, she's gonna go around here. You hear that +2?
Yep, +2.
Not enough.
Okay.
Philip. Now you have a +2 on your attack.
Yes. Okay, targeted. Oh.
First one's a miss.
With a +12. Wow. My luck is just amazing.
That hit.
That's much better. Hobgoblin. No, it's already heavy damage. Again.
You still
What?
killed it. You killed him, though. That's it. Just a moment.
Yep.
You guys just took out the orcs, including the one that would be king.
Can we search their bodies?
They don't really have anything other than orcish stuff on them.
I am grabbing my backpack/egg carrier, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to run after where we saw the guy disappear.
Behind the curtains to the south.
Yes.
Are you guys all following him? I'll just move you all if you are.
Yeah.
I'm not really saying anything to the party. I'm just I grab the bag and I start
As
sprinting.
long as we make sure the room's empty, we search the room before.
There's really nothing in this room worth looking at. It looks pretty Spartan. Just a moment. It's going to take me a minute to set up. I take it you're looking through the curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hang on, that is not where the Lord of Three is. All right. You don't see anybody yet, but behind the drapes is the largest cavern you've seen yet. The huge expanse is divided by a large fissure in the floor. Looks to be a huge crack about 10 feet deep. There's a couple of openings to the north. Hang on here. And one far to the east. Yeah, I'm going to expose more of the map. All right. What are you guys doing?
Are there any tracks of the Lord of Three?
Not a lot of dust in here. It's almost solid rock. Lord Riz stepped through. Just a moment.
Okay. I was about to stealth up, but I like your bravery, Lord Riz.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You found the Lord of Three sitting on top the largest undead dragon you have seen yet.
Yay.
Have they seen us?
The thing is enormous. Oh, he's looking right at you. He knows the only place you could possibly come from. Where are you moving, Roland?
I was going to cast Cure Wounds on Pandora.
That's a good idea.
I'm taking a step back.
Really?
And
You leave
yeah.
Riz out there by himself?
give me a second. I'm taking a step back. I'm putting down my backpack in the egg, kind of right in this pillar to my left.
Okay.
And I'm stepping back in.
Okay.
That's my... Come on, I have to get this baby dragon.
Well, you did 3 points to Pandora.
My hills aren't very good.
Well, yeah,
So-
I've been worried about you ever since Proud disappeared. I've been worried about you guys.
I'm going to cast another one since it's level 1.
So if I remember correctly, we have not long rested since the tower, right?
True.
We were up in the tower, the 3
Nor
rundown
have you had a
towers.
chance to.
Okay. So I have 19 left of my 30 lay on hands. I'm going to use those 19, or I'm going to use 16 of the 19 to heal myself.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. So I'm now back at full, which is great.
Which is better than half dead.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Riz, where are you in Riz? Roland, where are you in Pandora moving to?
Well, I think we're going to exit the cavern. It was nice knowing you guys. Are you guys going to move up? Hold on a second. That might not be my move.
I'm waiting to see what you guys do.
Well, we need to spread out because of the dragon fire stuff. The lightning.
Can I cast a spell?
Well, we're going to be rolling. As soon as everybody gets in the room, we're going to be rolling initiative.
Oh, but it's aid, and that would be really useful.
Is this a wall? Is there
You
only
can do it.
Is this a hole or a wall?
It's a crack.
It's a
in
crack.
the floor.
So
It's sort of a
dra-
depression.
So dragon has no problem, but we would have a problem getting across it.
A little bit of, yeah.
Okay.
You would.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, let me. Initiative was already cleared from the last battle. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, that's a whole action? Damn. But I'm really not going to. Oh, well, I'm never going in combat anyway, so. I'll see you guys later in like an hour.
Roland, you have the first move.
How tall is this cavern, Dwight? Can this dragon fly, or is he going to be stuck on the ground?
Very tall.
Okay.
Yes, it could fly easily. In fact, it looks like it was practically built for dragons. Oh, Pandora can see, because of Lord Riz, Pandora can see new things. Just a moment.
Oh, that's fantastic. Have those seen us too?
Oh, they're undead and being controlled by the guy on top of the big one.
All right. Do I have a shot at the dark figure?
Yes, he's not actually in his position. He is riding on top of that dragon. If you want to take a shot directly at the Lord of Three, you can do that. You actually do have a shot.
Okay. I'm going to. I think we need to roll hard here. I'm going to go ahead and. But actually, never mind. I'm just going to do a normal attack.
All right, so you're attacking the Lord of Three directly, which I might as well identify him so it's not dark feet. I'm going to identify him. It's the Lord of Three.
Hunter's mark's still on me. Perfect. Okay. Here we go.
A 20. You hit him.
I don't like how surprised you sound there, but yes.
You wounded him.
All right, another shot.
Second attack.
There we
Hit him
go.
again. 21.
You have to
Did
rename.
some damage to
You have to
him.
rename himself to Roland's bitch here in a second.
Yeah.
You're gonna jinx yourself.
I know, right?
Don't say stuff like that.
Hey! Where's this voice coming from?
The undead dragon goes straight at Pandora.
Uh-oh. I tried to heal her wounds. I just like to remind you, Philip, you didn't heal her at all.
Hit with a bite attack. Heavy
Oh
damage.
no! Ooh, that was heavy damage. Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Straight on the roll.
No.
It rolls a 5.
Wait a minute. Oh, he rolls a 5. He misses.
you're my hero, Lord Riz.
Lord Riz's
You
move.
can be my hero, babe.
All of a sudden, the ground is starting to shake a little bit. It's starting to get hard to stand.
That's nice.
Alright. So what do I feel like doing?
Hard to stand. Like an earthquake, Dwight, or like the integrity?
Yes, like an earthquake.
Okay.
While
It seems to be centered around the crack.
while Lord Riz is still deciding what he wants to do, on my turn, would it be possible for me to do 2 spells if one's an action and one's a bonus action?
Yes, if one's a bonus action, yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Am I going to get one of those beers? I just heard a beer click open. I could have sworn.
I got beer down here, Dwight. Yes.
Is that it?
Can.
I'll pass one through the table modem. All right, Riz, what are you doing?
Still deciding.
I should probably say this is the time to not hold anything back.
Oh crap.
I'm casting Lightning Bolt, the Lord of Three, and a large undead dragon.
Proud had that hidden dust, right? The fairy dust or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought we still hadn't used it.
He's
So
succeeded.
it's you can keep the succeed, but if I forgot to target the Lord of Three as well, because it'll hit both.
Okay, no, target the Lord of Three and roll it again. What are you casting?
Lightning Bolt.
Okay. Lord of Three also succeeded, but they still take damage, don't they? Half resisted, but that still hit them both.
Hit them both, yeah.
That was good.
I'm also moving. There we go. And I am my turn.
The Lord of Three is holding his turn for a later move. Pandora's attack. Pandora will not attack that dragon. She can stay in that position and not take the attack of opportunity, but there's no way Pandora will attack that dragon. So you might want to have her dodge.
Okay. Yeah, we'll dodge.
That would give disadvantage on any physical attacks.
Okay. We'll send her to dodge.
All right. The big dragon. Moves to here and casts lightning at Philip.
That's nice.
Hold tight, Phil.
Breath weapon. Here we go. First of all, wait a minute. Where's the saving throw?
I also need to be healed because I did my 16 healing. I still have the damage on me.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
let's put that back first. Just a minute. Oh, wait a minute. There's something wrong here. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. You need to make a dexterity saving throw. Something messed up in the programming. You'll have to do the saving throw yourself. Philip, I want you to do a saving throw. The DC is 15, but I want you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I am so glad I get a
And
plus
it may be disadvantaged because of your armor. So go ahead and
Wait,
you know
I
how to
don't
roll
get
a save.
disadvantage on saving throws. I don't think it's stealth that I get disadvantage.
Possibly. So just
I know I
take the
get
saving.
plus 2. Oh my god.
Whoa, you succeeded. You actually succeeded. So you're going to take
It's
half.
because of my plus 2.
You're going to take half damage, but here comes the damage, but we'll have it. So the damage was 30, but we're going to lower that to 15. Just a moment.
Oh, I'm so glad I succeeded. Being a paladin's really nice.
The Lord of Three is still going to hold his turn because he's waiting for the thing to get within physical attack range for him to attack. Philip, it's your move.
Oh wait, so I'm gonna become our cleric now. Am I within 10 feet of? Okay, I am. So I'm gonna cast aid on. Can I cast it on myself?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it on me, Roland, and Lord Riz. Yeah. So do I need to target?
There's a loud thunder. While you're doing this, go ahead and cast it. But while you're doing this, there's a loud thunderous quack, and a bolt of lightning just shot out of the quack and hit the ceiling of the cavern.
For some unknown reason, I feel like Proud's about to arrive.
Rocks are starting to fly out of the ground. All right, Philip, have you done you got your temporary hit points? Excellent.
Yes, and
the
then
big dragon is knocked back just a bit.
And then I cast Shield of Faith on myself, giving me a +2 to AC.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
And there. That's my turn.
The ground in the crack bursts open. I'm going to share with you guys a picture. It's not a picture of this party. It's a picture of the first party to ever play this game. But you'll get the idea of what you're about to see.
Oh.
Coming out of the crack is a live bronze dragon with Proud riding on its back.
Go Proud!
I remember you showed us like a little bit of this picture. Oh my god.
Proud has arrived!
I swear if she tamed it, I'm going to.
By the way, the bronze dragon she's riding is larger than the one that the Lord of Three is riding.
Can I just say this quickly before we continue? Proud, that is how you make an entrance. Damn straight.
The scale of the picture I shared with you is correct on the size of the dragons.
This has been so hard to keep secret for 2 weeks.
I bet it has. All right, Proud, it's your move. Oh, roll initiative, Proud.
Okay.
And it's your move. only person that rolled worse initiative than that was who you would expect it to be.
Come
Chris,
on.
we
You just
love
gotta.
you, Chris, but oh my God.
It's my luck. It's just amazing.
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardian.
So, obviously don't want my party to be affected by them.
Of course.
But who do I target? Do I target everyone else?
It's totally up to you. No, not spiritual weapon. You're casting Spirit
Spirit Guardian, yeah.
So it's 15 feet around you.
Mm-hmm.
So anything within 15 feet of you will be attacked.
Awesome, but and not the dragon either, the bronze.
Of course not.
I
Unless you
feel
wanted
sorry
to.
for Pandora, but Pandora had a good long life.
Oh, Pandora's gonna stick around. She's got dodge on. She's in dodge mode.
A circle.
Now, it does not attack now. It will attack on the creature's turn.
Okay.
So you cast Spirit Guardians. Was that a action? Was that a full action?
Mm-hmm.
It was. And you probably don't want to move because that means you would move off of
Right.
or back.
I want to stay there.
By the way, it is a female dragon. Go ahead and end your turn.
That's it? Okay.
Yep.
Do I have to hit cast or anything?
No, I know you cast it. Go ahead and mark the spell off, but we know the Spirit Guardians is on.
Okay.
Okay, Philip.
So I'm still.
Can I start shouting at the party stuff?
Yeah, you can't start yelling things. In fact, you almost better start because you've made a bargain here, and if you betray that bargain, let me tell you, this sword can cut both ways.
Okay, party. I'm on a female dragon. Do you remember the female that was in here? The elfish female, Wandora?
Yeah.
This is her.
What?
I am riding Wandora. I fell.
Listen, what deal did you make? Specifically, what deal did you make so we know what we don't?
Okay. Hide that egg or get rid of it. She's going to kill you over that egg. That is her baby. And they've been taking her babies and raising them really quickly. The kobolds have been, and those are all the undead dragons. She's very upset about them. So say nice things.
Philip, I hope that egg ain't inside.
Yes, she doesn't like anybody to mess with her babies. They've been killing them.
This is one
taking
pissed
them-
off paladin who just wants a dragon.
Well, this is she's a mama, and she is very upset. She's an angry mama.
I don't have it on me right now.
That's good.
Chris,
Just warning
I'm
you.
speaking for myself, not the party here. If that dragon asks any questions, I'm selling you out so quickly you will die before you can move.
That's fine. I really want a dragon.
Okay, listen up. I'm going to go through the notes. So, Wandora wants to kill the Lord of Three herself. She's also seeking a true princess of Ashter. And, Wandora is fearsome. Perhaps the most fearsome thing you've ever seen. If she feels betrayed, she'll turn on you. And she said so.
Do you want like the dragon egg now, or can I just leave it there? Because
I'm just telling you. Like, I don't know what you want to do with the dragon egg, but
I'm just leaving it there. We'll give it to her after the battle.
Yeah.
My arm gets bitten off. I think it would be just cool.
She's been caged up for a long time. The Lord of Three is the only one that's been down there to see her. I fell.
1,000 years. She's been caged.
Because of the wand. That's how you got in to that trap door, was the wand. And so he would use the wand and then he'd go through the trap door and see her in the cave. And because the wands were on me, that's how I fell.
So what's the deal you made with her? she gets to kill the Lord of Three, and we all get to go safe.
I don't know.
She's on a. There's not enough time to tell you the whole story. But she was promised to a princess of Ashter, who died in the first moments of the battle 1,000 years ago, and she's trying to fulfill her own destiny. All right, Philip, you're moving across the dragon.
And gonna attack him.
That's with a +2.
Yep. Okay. Nope, needed target. There.
Critical.
That's surprising.
But somebody other
That
than
doesn't
Philip
happen.
roll those dice. You have to roll your own dice, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Is it because that wasn't me?
Second attack.
That's
more like it.
Yeah.
All right, Roland. You have a +2 now.
I still got the dragon helm on. Can I communicate with the golden dragon?
No.
Damn. Can I throw the saddle to Proud so she can mount the dragon properly?
You can't lift the saddle. That saddle is still in the oasis in the middle of the desert. You can't carry that thing. It's too freaking big.
That's no fun. Alright. Well, actually, let's target this one right here in front of me. +2. Attacking with my daggers of doom.
Hit.
Undid that, dragon.
Wow, that was a good hit.
Oh wait, I got it +2 again. Hold on, sorry.
With a dagger, no less. Wait, you're actually doing the throwing attack. I don't think you mean to be doing that.
I did?
But that's okay. It's still a hit.
Okay. Sorry.
Heavy damage.
Stick that dagger where it doesn't shine. No, it's undead.
Dragon number 10 turns on Wandora. Bite attack. Missed. Wandora's move. Wandora's going straight for the large dragon and the Lord of Three simultaneously with a breath weapon. They both failed their save. Heavy damage, but resisted by the dragon. Lord of Three was hit heavy.
Wow.
Dragon number 4. Spins to attack Philip.
It rolls a 10.
Oh, it rolls a 10. Just a moment. 10. Okay, that'll still be a miss. I told it to roll better than it actually did. Lord Riz. Okay, there's your move.
I'm gonna be casting Scorching.
At where?
Undead Dragon.
Before you hit it. You hit it. Another 6 points of damage. Missed it the second time. Third attack. Hit. Another boy, bad damage rolls. Lord of Three brings the dragon down to here and attacks Proud directly with a longsword.
No.
Missed. Pandora cannot move. The large undead dragon. Just a moment. Nope. The large undead dragon is going after the big dragon with the bite attack. automatic miss. Proud, it's your move. You can attack the Lord of Three or his dragon directly.
I can or
you
can't.
Wait a minute. Hold it. When dragon number 10 moved, it was attacked by your spirit guardians. Target dragon number 10 and do your spirit guardian save. Several things are about to be attacked by your spirit guardians. I forgot. And so did you. We're going to go back and take care of that damage first. So target dragon number 10 and roll the save for the spirit guardians. It failed its save. Full damage.
Or necrotic.
Yep.
Which one? I have either.
Hold it just a moment. I don't think it's necrotic. You wouldn't be doing necrotic damage. It's I think it's. Do you have a choice on radiance?
Yep.
If you have radiance, yours would be radiant damage. You wounded it. Now target the Lord of Three. Untarget him. Yeah, the target Lord of Three. Roll his saving throw. Now, why was there an advantage? Oh, I know why. And he succeeded. So you can go ahead and... Does it still do half damage? Let me look at Spirit Guardians. Yeah, he took half the damage. Now target the great big dragon. Large undead dragon. Go ahead and do the same thing. There we go. Very good. Jesus, you critical. No, it succeeded. Never mind. Go ahead and roll the damage. It'll be half. You wounded it. Now it's your move.
Okay. I'm casting my spiritual weapon on the Lord of Three.
That will actually be against both of them. Just a moment. You're going to put it where I think you are. I'm going to use a P for proud. If you're putting it here, it would hit both him and the dragon.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Go ahead and roll it.
Let me get that one targeted.
Two hits. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of damage. All right.
Okay.
Philip.
Okay, just gonna go ahead and try to attack this guy again. Long sword, he's targeted. I have +2. Okay.
You hit it. Something's wrong. Philip hit it.
I got a critical last time. Okay.
You killed it.
That's
Good job, Philip. One undead dragon just went down.
how much can I move? I can move right up to that dragon. So I'm gonna use all my
Yes, you
movement,
can.
get up there, and attack this guy.
Yes, you can. But missed
Can
it.
I wait? Has this one been attacked at all?
Yeah, several
It's been-
times.
Okay, yeah.
However, you could use inspiration
That's
if you
what I'm
wanted to re-roll it.
thinking. Yeah, no, because this is a bigger one. No, I'm not gonna. That's my turn.
Okay, rolling.
Move up there a little bit, and then attack the undead dragon 10. Oh man, I just realized I only have 4 arrows left. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, the dragon battle is likely to resolve itself.
Alright, here's
Especially
another
with
one.
Proud riding it. That was a hit.
There we go.
10 damage. It is still attacking the big dragon. It's what freaks them out the most. Missed. However, she is going after the other big dragon. Just a minute. First attack. Oops. That was, hang on. It hit, but it did not hit the Lord of Three because that's not what he was attacking. Just a minute. Let me change the targets. Before I roll the damage. Second attack is with a claw. Hit. Third attack, tail. Hit. And it's Lord Riz. She knows that her breath weapon is no good against these undead dragons.
I'm moving to there.
All right.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray for the last time in the game.
Put you in a full square here. There we go. Hit. Heavy damage. Critical. Massive damage. Hit a third time. You just took out a dragon.
And that's how you do it for the last
You
time.
just took out a dragon.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Now bring us that big Lord of Three. You know, he can answer for some things he's done in his life.
All right, you can end your turn. The Lord of Three continues to attack Proud with a longsword. Missed. Pandora is running back here and hiding behind these rocks. The big dragon. Bite attack. Automatic miss. Claw attack. Hits. And Proud. Hold it. The Lord of Three and the other dragon both take damage from your fairies. Target both of them. Do them both at once.
Do I have to do their saving throw first?
Yeah. You do their saving throw. And now go ahead and do damage. They'll be halved, but still, it's damage. He has all kinds of advantage against this kind of stuff. All right, you can do your regular attack now.
And then my spiritual weapon gets an attack on them
That's
as well.
also true on both of them.
Proud, I'm assuming you're able to communicate with this dragon. If I could make one request, if you could let it know that if it doesn't kill the Lord of Three, my next move is going to be very powerful and I can't help but hit both of them.
I
Unfortunately,
don't
they
think you
missed.
could do that.
Depends where you range it. If it's fireball you're talking about, you can put it beyond them so it hits them and not her.
Yes, but she wants to kill the Lord of Three, and if I do,
Oh,
if I kill him by accident, that's what I'm I'm not going to damage him.
Okay, is that your move, Proud?
No, I'm still gonna go because that was just my fairies and
That's
my
okay.
spiritual weapon,
That's
and
right.
so I'm not
Now
close
you get
enough to anything for like a mace or a warhammer, right? I'm far away.
Oh, yeah, actually, the way this battle is raging, you're darting in and out, in and out. If you decide to use your mace, either on the Lord of Three or on the dragon, you can.
Okay, I'm going on the dragon then.
You hit it. Heavy damage. It's been hurt. Philip.
Okay. I can't really move anywhere. I'll just move up here, and then next turn I should be able to. I can wrap around.
A crossbow, you can do anything you want now. You
Yeah.
have a bow?
Well, I do not have a crossbow, but I have a short bow, which works as well.
Yeah, that you could do.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow and attack the dragon. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Oh, unfortunately missed.
I'm useless.
All right, Roland.
Targeting the large undead dragon. I have 2 arrows
Excellent.
left. I'm gonna make them count.
Hit. Lots of damage.
Second shot. Ah, I feel like I missed barely.
It's Wandora's turn. She's continuing with the physical attacks. Alright, want to make sure everything's targeted properly. Her bite. Miss. Oh, it hit. Her claws. Hit. And her tail. Hit. Fortunately, she's having Philip kind of rolls. Lord Riz.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt for the last time in the game. I hope I don't kill them both. I really do.
Proud. You might want to yell out what languages Wandora speaks.
I don't remember. I don't have the.
Draconic. It has to speak Draconic.
She spoke to you in common.
Yeah, because she was human form. And then she turned into a dragon.
Dwight, I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna ask for permission to cast a deadly spell that could kill both of them and see if she answers
sure.
me.
Well, you don't have time for a conversation. You should just cast. Do what you're gonna do.
If she
She
kills
might
me,
get
I'm gonna
really
be so
mad.
sad.
She's gonna kill you.
Oh well.
It's
my
not.
purpose.
You should. My opinion is go ahead. To actually kill the Lord of Three, he would have to go negative his entire hit points. You're not going to do that. Ooh, the large dragon failed its saving throw. The Lord of Three succeeded. This will be interesting. Jeez! That was major damage. So the large dragon resisted the attack because of what it was. It was a lightning bolt, so it didn't really damage
Yeah.
the undead dragon at all. But it did hit the Lord of Three. But it was halved because he made a saving throw.
Oh, that's good.
All right. The Lord of Three is continuing to attack Proud directly. Oops, I accidentally rolled damage. Let me take that back. Let's do the attack first, Dwight. Hit! Now we'll do the damage. Pandora does not move. The big dragon continues its attack. Bite first. Missed. Claw. Missed. And Proud's move. Proud, I'm sorry. Do all your weaponry damage. Your fairies, your spiritual.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Unfortunately, they succeeded, but there'll still be some damage involved. There you go. And now the spiritual weapon. First, the saving. A hit and a miss. You just killed the big dragon. The big dragon just went down. The Lord of Three just fell to the ground.
Wandora, he's all yours.
All right.
Someone cut off his retreat in case he tries to run.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna move up.
Go hide your egg.
I would.
I don't have my egg on me, guys. I'm not stupid.
Wandorus is sniffing as if she smells something familiar. No, I'm just kidding.
So I'm not getting killed by it. Okay, would it...
Second best thing to having your own baby dragon is to be eaten by one.
Well, I mean... Is there... So he's heavy damage. Can I, like, attack, but, like, not attack as aggressively?
Not really, but you should go ahead and attack. I mean,
Okay. I don't want to actually kill it. Because I
Yeah,
feel like she's
don't-
gonna
no,
kill me either way.
dropping it to 0 is not killing it.
Yeah. Okay, targeted there.
Besides,
Well, it doesn't matter.
Who's rolling? Okay,
I'm
that
gonna
was
use
first attack.
inspiration.
You're going to use inspiration to re-roll that. Excellent.
Yes. Well.
Excellent. Fantastic. Now you get your second attack.
Oh my. See,
Wait a minute. Something's wrong. Philip hit.
I'm gonna use divine smite at level 2.
Excellent.
So put that on me, and then do I
Yep.
have to add an extra D8
Yes.
afterwards? Okay. That. Oh,
Never mind. The Lord of Three just went down.
Yep. I'm like backing
Just a moment.
up.
Many things start to happen. Just a moment. The dragon flies over to here and gently deposits Proud over here. And then the dragon starts to shimmer. Just a moment. Shimmer and shrinks. And next thing you know, there's this elvish woman standing in her place that looks like this. She walks up to the Lord of Three, rips off his helmet, and basically slaps him awake. And she looks at him and she said, "I want you to know who it was." And then she slides a dagger under his jaw all the way into his brain.
I feel like my future bride just showed herself.
She's probably the most beautiful and the most ferocious looking woman you have ever seen.
Is the only elf here.
She does take a look at Roland, though.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Is the only elf here.
And says, take that off. She's pointing at your helmet.
All right. I'll take it off.
You do take it off?
Yes.
She glances over at Proud.
Oh.
She says, if you have not betrayed me, that helmet belongs to the princess.
What?
The princess.
Oh, I'm muted.
What?
Sorry. Do I get the helm?
No.
Eleanor?
She said,
The princess.
if you have talked to me true, if you have not betrayed me, that helm belongs to the Princess of Ashter.
Aww. I don't think I've said anything that's betrayed her. I've been trying to root for her.
She
Well,
tells you,
could we ask for-
she goes, worry not about my children here. the slaves that used to belong to the Lord of Three now belong to me. They will take care of them, but I can take you back to New Ashter. And she invites all of you to climb on board.
Can I like go down on my knees and beg for a dragon egg?
She said,
shotgun on the dragon.
She says, leave the dragon eggs for the kobolds to care for. They don't dare betray me because they know I will eat them.
Can I have one when I grow up?
She also says, I know that Proud told me the story that you guys thought I was a human. I was never a human. I'm a dragon. Humans told you the story, so they made humans the hero. If the story had been told by a dwarf would have been the hero. She goes, the sacrifice I made was for dragons.
Dwight, if we could ask for a favor from her for a small pit stop on the way back to New Ashter where our horses and everything are.
Actually, yes, that's a wonderful idea.
Because I think she would also like to thank the people who helped us to save her.
Now, you guys, there's really not much else for the party to do for the rest of the adventure. It's just story from this point forward, so I'm going to breeze through it fairly quickly. Wandora can easily hold all of you, including Pandora. Wandora is not her actual name, which Proud could probably tell you. It was the name of the baby that died 1,000 years ago, the little princess, that Wandora was supposed to be her dragon. But the name kind of stuck, and she became known as Wandora. She doesn't like her real name because it meant the giver of life, but since the Lord of Three came again, she's been nothing but the giver of death. All of her children killed and raised as undead. So you guys are going to fly back to the Oasis. She can bring you back there at amazing speed. They will take care of your horses for you, and Wandora gladly tells Gran, Asok's father, the true story of Wandora, where a dragon sacrificed themselves for the good of everyone else when she killed the original Lord of Three 1,000 years ago. It wasn't a sorceress that did it, it was a dragon. Anything you guys want before it moves on?
I want a dragon, but
I know that.
I can't really think of anything. As long as she knows that these people help her.
By now, Wandora's heard that he wants a dragon. She kind of chuckles and said, well, there is a path for you. She's going to take you all the way back to New Ashter. And when she turns back into her elvish form, and when you walk down the hallway, you can see all the people that you knew before, almost all of them. Tolman is there, Eleanor, the two counselors. Of course, Paul is gone. Even Sir Harold Moore is there. Wandora walks in front with the helm that Roland had. Tolman tries to step in front of her, but with one glance from Wandora, he recoils back all the way to the wall. She walks straight up to Eleanor, and she puts the helm on her head. And her eyes go wide when she does. And from this point forward, Eleanor proclaims that Wandora is the third member of the council. Philip, you are offered a knighthood in the King's Guard. And if you accept, you'll have the first of Wandora's children that is raised to adult.
Yes! Don't even have to say anything else. Sounds great.
Well, the rest of the party is offered a ship. It was a very nice ship that was being built to be an ambassador ship at one point, but now there's no point to that. And so they're offering you guys a ship as a reward. I want you guys to understand what you've achieved here. You've restored the Dragon Riders of Ashter. Wandora and her children will end up becoming the dragons of Ashter once again.
I feel like I really need to say thank you. Just like not even though Wandora did anything, but like to say thank you because my visions and everything led me to this point.
You had all kinds of visions that led you straight here, even though you didn't know what they meant.
Exactly. And I feel like something had to do that for me to get all those visions.
Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the campaign. I
I
enjoyed
loved
running
it.
it.
That was
You
lots of
guys
fun.
were one of the better parties that ever ran through the campaign. You can't say that to the other party that just finished last week. Don't say that to them. You guys were one of the best parties that have run through the game. I really, really enjoyed it. The only thing I was worried about tonight is I was worried about Wandora killing Philip. And that didn't happen. Proud will tell you, I've been worried about that for 2 weeks. I've been thinking, Philip is going to die. But he didn't. He
No,
didn't.
because
I was
I am
actually
a-
worried.
I'm a good dragon raiser, okay?
I won't lie, Philip. Not to be mean, but if you got killed because you stole the bloody dragon egg that everyone told you not to take, I would have laughed.
2 weeks ago when Dwight told me that, I was like, that was the first thing I said. I said, he's gonna die.
If he had tried to keep that egg, the Wandora would have turned on you like a rocket. And let me tell you, this party can't take her. Anyway, before you go, of course, you're going to see Eleanor riding with the dragon saddle that you guys found, riding Wandora. And the dragon riders of Ashter have been restored.
So, what caused the Lord of Three to come back?
The Lord of Three was Logan, a Kingsguard that 100 years ago tried to find the ancient city and was tortured for years upon years upon years, was tortured by the orcs who turned him evil. The reason the orcs wanted this is they needed an evil human to unlock certain secrets. Unfortunately for the orcs, he did unlock those secrets, and when he did, he became their master. And he took up the mantle of the Lord of Three. The real Lord of Three died 1,000 years ago. Wandora killed him. Of course, her name wasn't Wandora then, but she killed him. She took herself down into the prison willingly and called for him to come and claim her. And when he showed up, she ate him.
Gotcha. Cool.
She
That was a brilliant story.
sacrificed her freedom to save the world from the Lord of Three and the undead. Then when she thinks of Logan, the new Lord of Three, as a pretender, but she also hates him because he started raising her eggs only to kill her young as his undead dragons.
Excellent story, Dwight. Thank you for letting us run it.
Yeah, thank you
I
so
had
much.
fun.
This is
I
really,
really
really
did have
nice.
fun.
I enjoyed it.
It desperately needs a rewrite. There's a lot of things that I see wrong with it, wrong with the story. There's a lot of things I'm going to probably change. In the beginning of the story, you're more likely to meet King Maven and Arthur before they are killed. That way you have an idea of who they are and have actually met them and spoken to them. And perhaps in a friendly arena-style combat, perhaps even fought with Arthur in a nice way, in a friendly way, in a tournament. I want to cement that relationship because I want to make the effect of those two dying bigger. I want to broaden the campaign so it takes there's a lot more adventures between levels. You know what I mean? I have the levels set at events, and I want the campaign to be a little broader. But
What would have happened if we wouldn't have found the saddle and the helm?
it almost doesn't matter. They are part of the story, but beside the point.
Gotcha.
The point is, Wandora would still have gone back to New Ashter, would still have taken Eleanor as her master. It still would have gone the same. And that is one bad thing about this campaign, is it's sort of a campaign on rails. I sort of lead you by the nose through the whole thing.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry about that. But for people that are fairly new to D&D, it isn't that bad of a thing.
I mean, I kind of like it. I hate not having to make a decision and not knowing where to go and where not to go.
Right. Yeah, I do get that for sometimes. But I really did enjoy the campaign. I really did. And you guys are some of the better players that have played it. I've had some horrible people play this game. I've had some wonderful people play this game. But you guys were some of the most fun to have. I'm serious.
So what would have happened if each of us had a wand and we went over that? Anything?
I would have selected. It's possible that two of you, there were only 2 wands. It is possible. I'm glad that has never happened in the campaign. Never once has that ever happened. It's always been one person that held all the wands because everyone recognized that 2 wands close to each other and the power was lessened, which is true. So they always kept the wands together and one person always carried them. If 2 of you had disappeared down there, I really worry about only 2 people surviving what you went through with the orcs and the beginning fight with the dragon. I was worried about this party with Proud not being there in the opening rounds of that battle. It could have been worse.
Spells that I
Go ahead.
never used, but I had
okay.
like aid and stuff. I recognized, oh, Proud's not here. I need to actually help my party.
Yep. It's true. It's true. There were moments in this game that were touch and go, that were very careful.
Has any past players been so crazy about taming something as Philip was?
Let's see. Wandora has killed 1 player in this campaign.
Oh.
For an egg or for the helm?
For killing her children.
Ah.
They killed
None of the other party wanted to do it, but one guy started killing those baby dragons.
Oh no.
It was an error. Yeah, Wandora's killed 1 player.
Then she
just,
must.
like, automatically kill him?
If Paul had tried to sneak out of this dungeon with that egg, Paul would have been the second player killed by Wandora. Philip, I'm sorry. Philip would have been the second character killed by Wandora.
Dwight, quick question. Surely she should love me and Roland, because me and Roland stood there for like half an hour feeding her babies.
Oh, she loves all you guys. Are you kidding? You freed her. Well,
actually, I think she likes me the most.
No. Proud freed her from her 1,000-year imprisonment. So,
and I'm
yeah,
helping.
Really
I love her children.
Yeah, but you smell like a dragon egg.
I forgot we stood there and fed the dragon.
Yeah, Roland, myself, Proud, you also helped. Philip was the one who was trying to steal an egg at the same time. So
Philip's
actually
that was
the
at
least.
different times. What do you mean?
That was 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about? That was way back.
Yeah, I had the egg,
ago.
but we were also feeding him.
I'm teasing you. I'm just teasing you. You guys did fantastic. You made wonderful choices all through the game. You guys did. One thing I liked about your party is that you guys worked together. There were parties. I've had several parties that worked together. This picture, by the way, I'm going to share it again in case you closed it. This picture is near and dear to me because it's a picture of the first party to ever play this game. On Wandora's back is the fighter, was a dwarven fighter, and he's the one who held the wands. The wizard over there to the right, he was not my kind of player. I'll never invite him to one of my games again, but he did okay during the campaign. He really did. My little brother played the Hobbit, the Halfling Rogue. That was my brother Alden that played that. Then the dwarven cleric in the center, and then a human barbarian that based himself on a Fiji warrior. You could see the tattoos, the whole 9 yards. And of course, the Lord of Three, whose wand is controlling the dragon. You'll notice the sparks from the wand going to the dragon's eyes. This picture is almost right out of my head as to what it looked like. I was really pleased that, I know the pictures looks kind of cartoonish and so forth, but the artist did a good job of pulling the image almost out of my head of what I wanted.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
I turned it into a poster, and it's on the back wall of my computer room here.
Nice.
No, it's really, really cool. No, that's cool. George, you told me from the beginning when you first invited me to play, and you sent me the little piece of the picture, which I can see right now, the little piece of the picture.
Yeah, no,
And you're like,
remember
if I
that.
send you
Vivid
any
memory.
more, it'll give it away. And I was like, I don't really understand what that means. And now you send the photo.
Now
As
you
soon as you
understand
sent
what
it
it
to me, I
means.
was like, if you sent
No,
this
he
to
sent
me,
it
it
to
would
us
have given
all, I
away a bit.
remember that.
If I had shown you the whole picture before, you would have known way too much.
Mhm.
That is a live dragon coming out of the ground with a player riding its back.
So, in your last playthroughs of this campaign, other than who Wandora killed, has anybody actually died?
Yes.
When?
Let's see. I lost somebody one time. I lost a character in the fight when you were down in the ancient keep where you went down and you saw the Lord of Three talk to the orcs and so forth. Remember the orcs down there where you found the helm and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had a character die there.
Did the party make it through without them?
The party made it through, and they had that resurrection scroll. They brought it back. So I lost a character there. I've lost a character to Wandora, of course. One character. I really thought the second one was going to be tonight. I was really expecting Wandora to kill somebody tonight, but it didn't work out that way. So that's okay. I was expecting it. Let's see. I've had. Trying to think. There's only been 4 run-throughs of this game. So yeah, I'm having a couple of characters eaten. You know, one eaten and one killed by orcs but brought back to life by that resurrection scroll. You guys do know? Oh, you don't have a wizard. You don't even know that you're carrying. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, Lord Riz has a resurrection scroll he got out of that.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, but thanks so much, Dwight, and thank you to everyone in the party.
You guys never use the dust of
No, did anybody use that?
Oh, every party except for you have used it.
Well, I got
They've all
real
used it
nervous when
except
you
you
guys
guys.
started asking about it, and I was like, crap, I have it, and I can't
have
say
it.
anything.
You have it.
But I can't do
Usually-
anything with it.
Usually they used it early on. Usually they used it before they left that dungeon. I had one party that used it going through the ancient city itself. I had one party use it in the upper parts of this dungeon, in the upper parts of it. I've had parties use it at different points. I've always had parties end up. You're the only party that's ever actually hung on to that dust all the way to the end.
You give
Dwight,
us something magical, and we want to make sure we don't waste it.
I know you did a great job, and you didn't waste it.
Yeah.
And we
Dwight, out of
killed
interest,
Pandora.
did our party do anything in terms of using the skills that each character has, like that you've never seen before in a playthrough, where someone just did something that you were just like, I would never have thought of that.
Every party has done that. I mean, not just, yes, your party has done that. Every party has done it. Things that I didn't expect, things that I didn't think of. The spells that Proud picked, some of them were not what clerics normally pick, and they worked wonderfully. Sometimes we made a mistake with them about how they worked and so forth, but we got that corrected. Several people have done some. I am not used to rangers. The power of Roland's character, when he hits, he really hits hard. Philip was just about, and as much as we tease Philip was just about perfect. He would be out front taking the damage. He'd go out there, he'd hold up every time. You guys were a classic party.
Was there anything that we did that was like you as a party that you would not expect at all?
Several, yeah, I'd say several times. Things that I didn't expect.
Like catching Pandora on fire and rolling that barrel into
I
the
would
kitchen.
say that one was getting pretty far out there. The one with poking the hole and the outlandish plans you guys would come up with for the use of oil, and some of them were just hilarious.
Locked ourselves in the fire
40
room. Yeah.
The 40 minutes of talking about how you were going to open one door was just
Amazing.
priceless. I have some
Oh,
parties where that somebody would have gone over there and kicked the door open before they would have allowed that to go on that long. I had some parties, that there's no way they would have done that. You guys would actually work on it and work on it and work on it, work on it, work on it, work on it until you finally got there. Oh yeah, every party is unique. What I liked about your party is you always work together.
Dwight, I picked that spell. What was it? That mist spell. Mist,
Yes.
yeah. And I only used it once.
Yeah. It was great when you did, though. The one time you used that spell, it was perfect. It was absolutely the perfect spell to use.
It was when we snuck into that dungeon, wasn't it?
Yeah. You cast it, and those orcs couldn't see shit. A fog bank came in. They couldn't see anything. And they didn't suspect it. The one time, you only used that spell once, and there was another time you could have used it and didn't. It was when you were approaching the Tower of the Lord of Three. But when you did that Ancient Keep, that spell was just perfect. You couldn't have picked a better spell to cast.
Oh.
Deafness would not have been better. That mist was completely natural feeling, It was great.
Yeah.
More times every character in this party has surprised me, because I know you're all fairly new to D&D, and you've all surprised me at how well you play your characters. You played your characters really, really well, and I like that as a DM.
Did we miss anything, Dwight? Any story? Anything that we should have searched or done?
Not a lot. There's very little. You ended up with all the story. There were a few questions and answers I expected Proud to ask Wandora, but we were kind of rushed, and I was a little befuddled when we did the Wandora bit. You guys weren't privy to any of that, because somehow I had lost the map. There was supposed to be a map that only Proud could see, and I couldn't find the map anywhere, so that kind of had me befuddled. So Proud and I kind of fumbled through the bit with her meeting Wandora, but I think it was enough. I think she got the gist of what happened. And let me tell you, Wandora is not a joke, and she really was pissed. She's pleased now.
I want to actually ask Proud, how exactly did you come across Wandora, and how exactly did you convince her not to eat you? Because I'm questioning how you got up to her without her eating you straight away.
Told her I fell through the floor, and she was right there, her cage was right there. So I didn't have to do any wandering around to find her. And I pretty much was just like, I'm very friendly. I come in peace. I want to help you.
Wandora was in prison. Just a moment. Let me, now that I have the map, let me share it.
So I didn't say anything fancy to her. I just started feeling really bad for her. I was just like, oh my gosh, we're here to help. It'll be okay.
Oh, I don't have it in this version of the game. I'll throw it. That's just crazy. It'll take me just a second while we're chatting. I realize we're ending kind of early, but that was how things went this time. Just a moment. The Ashter Campaign.
While we're waiting, Logic, thanks for the new game, eh? I've actually wanted to play that for quite a while.
Oh, no problem.
I want to thank Logic too, because I was kind of looking for the D&D group out of Fantasy Grounds is kind of huge, and there's a lot of people that all they do is play D&D all the time, who would challenge everything you say and everything you do. And I was looking for some people that hadn't played a whole lot of D&D. Here, I'm going to throw it into Discord. Prison. Here it is. Here's the prison. I just put it in Discord. So Proud fell on the circle. She dropped right into the circle, and she went out of that room and through the corridor to the north, and there were two huge caves, both of them walled off by adamant bars. The smaller, the more narrow of the two caves is where she had a conversation with a woman who looked like an elf, but never did say what she was. And she convinced her, after making a couple of promises, to open the portcullis. And Proud opened the portcullis. They walked back into the big room with the greenish floor, and that's when she transformed into a dragon, lowered one knee, and said, "Mount." And Proud got on her back, and she looked up at the ceiling and started firing lightning through the ceiling, breaking through the floor. And you guys know the rest of the story when all of a sudden the floor started shaking and there was rocks flying and everything else. That was Wandora coming through the floor.
I did suspect when you kept going on about the crack in the floor and it shaky and everything, I was like, I have a suspicion Proud's going to arrive with style, but I didn't know exactly how.
Yeah. Well, there's only so much, because Proud's going to come back. You knew that was going to happen. And it was obviously the last battle. And so there's only so much of this you can keep a secret, right? But Proud did a good job of not saying anything about what it was. I mean, you didn't know, did you, Logic?
No, she wouldn't tell me a thing.
Good. See, that's good. Anyway.
I made a mistake about it. Our daughter asked about it, and I said I fell. And then he was like, wait a minute, you fell? Where did you fall? And I was like, never mind. You weren't supposed to hear that.
Now you can tell her the whole story. And now, Proud, this was your first D&D game, wasn't it?
Yes.
You were fantastic. You were great.
Yeah.
Now, my wife is playing the cleric in the little family game I have running right now. And she's having a blast with it. Actually, you remind me of her. She's having a great time playing the cleric.
Really fun. Yeah, definitely whole new experience because I don't play video games at all. So I was at an extreme disadvantage. So when you were like, you'd ask me at the beginning, you're like, well, you've played WoW, right? And I was like, nope. So like I had no prior knowledge of anything.
What you just played is very different from WoW and very different from any video game you've ever played. Because this is the root of all of those games, is Dungeons and Dragons. Every game that you see your husband play, you get down to the very root of it, and it's all out of D&D. Even some of the modern day battle games. So when you get down to it, it came from what D&D was in the late 1970s.
Right. We've been to several Gen Cons. So I do listen and I do pick up and so I knew about that. And we do play some board games. So the only thing I could really relate was okay, I have a move and an action. Okay, this is kind of like a board game I played or something like that. But
it is and especially Fantasy Grounds makes it very much like a board game. You did fantastic. You're playing like a pro by the end of it. Oh my God, you were casting all the right spells. You cast the guardians around yourself, then you cast the spiritual weapon, and even though that cost you a couple of turns to get all that done, all of a sudden they're all taking multiple damage every turn, whether you do anything or not. So you were playing your character exactly how it should be played. Lord Riz did massive damage in the opening before you showed up. Of course, you were listening to all of that. When he threw that fireball into the orcs, those orcs were the toughest orcs in the game. They all had enhanced hit points. They were all higher orcs than any orcs you've ever faced. But Lord Riz knocked them down in the first second. It was boom. Okay, now they're less than some orcs you fought. It's like in one move, it was just boom. Okay, that took those guys down.
Oh, I won't lie. That fireball that I got at the end, that was quite a nice one because you could do quite a nice big area. I used it quite a few times, taking lots of damage to lots of things, which was, I think it was one of the better choices. I actually ended up liking it more than my lightning bolt, because the lightning bolt, yes, I could do, but it had to be a straight line, and I pretty much was always going to hit someone I didn't want to.
Now, one thing I changed, even from the game a week ago, is I toned down Wandora's lightning attack because it was too powerful. Every time she cast it, she would knock the Lord of Three down. He would be down and out of the battle the first time she cast it. So I had to actually physically take the amount of damage she does with that lightning breath down a little bit because it was just too much. So I took it from 16 dice to 10 dice. And he survived. This time he survived the first time she cast that. So that actually made the battle a little better, because too many times she would breathe that and Lord of Three's now out of the picture. Now it's just you guys and the dragons. So it's like, no, that just wasn't working too good. So this time the Lord of Three hung in there for a while. Although he was never going to succeed against Wandora. That wasn't going to happen. Cool. I hope you guys had fun. If you remember the beginning of the game, you were on a boat. You went to this little town and you heard about some fisherman who killed his mother twice. Remember that? All the way back in the beginning? That's where all this started.
Explain.
Wow.
Very cool.
When the first time I played this game, and here's the hard part, I was writing the game 2 weeks ahead of the party that was playing it. I was only 2 weeks ahead of them. While they were in this dungeon, I was writing the next dungeon. And so it was like, oh my God, it was like crisis. Every week was crisis mode, trying to make sure that I stayed far enough ahead of the party. And so it's almost relaxing to play it now because I know the story inside out. So it's almost relaxing to play it now. Cool. I hope you guys had fun. I had a blast.
It was awesome. Thank you guys all for playing, and Dwight for hosting.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. Thank you, everyone.